What is up? I know we are coming in here with the not the expectation or outcome that we're all hoping for, but welcome to the Intentional Grounding Podcast. This is the Buffalo Rumblings vidcast feed, and this is the season finale for us, folks. It's a bittersweet ending with the Buffalo Bills falling to the Kansas City Chiefs to the tune of 27-24. I know you guys aren't feeling it. I'm not either. There's some positives, there's some negatives to take away from this game. I'm gonna do my best to keep my composure to an extent and try to get through this. It's just not a good freaking outcome. Not a good freaking outcome, man. I got a lot of things to say. A lot of things to say going in here. I mean, execution errors, namely from the defense tonight. I thought coming in this game, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I felt really good coming into this game against this Kansas City Chiefs team. I mean, we're talking about an offense that doesn't really do much. I mean, 20 points a game. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's maddening. This is the kind of game why Bills fans out there, when you have situations like this where you have the Kansas City Chiefs coming to Buffalo and you don't get it done, this is why as fans we're negative, because in the brightest moments we somehow piss down our leg. I got beef with McDermott tonight. I felt like his defense wasn't good enough, and I don't care about the injuries. You know, I've been saying this all season. Great teams find a way. Great coaching finds a way. Now, Tyler Bass, yeah, he blew it. He blew it. But I don't blame McDermott for that. I don't blame McDermott for putting him in that position. I don't. That's a field goal you need to make. You got to make that. But, man, you talk about a heavyweight bout. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, battling it out. Josh Allen played well. But, I mean, come on, guys. Let's be real. Come on, man. What are we supposed to do with this? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. And excuse me tonight if I feel like I'm all over the place, because what we just witnessed, the opportunity that was missed tonight, oh, it's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching. My heart is all over the place right now. I understand, man. You guys are pissed. Yeah, need more cowbell says the Bills are cursed. I ain't gonna go that far, but damn, fire McDermott. We're doomed. I mean, yeah. I mean, what you guys are saying tonight isn't wrong, man. Isn't wrong. I felt, and before I continue, I'm gonna say, hey, man, good game to the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you are a Kansas City Chiefs fan watching this show right now, I ain't got nothing. I have no hate towards you guys. You guys played a great game. You came to Buffalo, cold ass Buffalo, Taylor Swift and all, and we couldn't get it done. So, hey, man, good luck to you guys moving forward. But this is a game where the Bills beat themselves. They were outcoached. Like, that's one of the things I didn't want to come in here and say tonight. I feel like they were outcoached. I mean, come on, man. You had an opportunity. We all the things that we wished and hoped for, outside of getting the number one seed, getting the Chiefs to come here. And we pissed down our leg. I mean, it's maddening. It's maddening. You know, I do want to touch on some of the stats tonight. I mean, these quarterbacks played well. No turnovers in this game and from the quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, 17 and 23, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce got both of those. Shout out to Travis Kelce, man. He's one of the greats. Isaiah Pacheco about had a 100-yard game on 15 carries. And this is an area where I felt like coming into the game, I felt like the Bills, they had an answer to stop the run, and they just didn't. Ed Oliver said this week, if we don't execute, we're going home. And he was right, because the Bills did not execute up front. They did not execute up front. I think that's what killed them. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who rarely sees the field, 2 carries, 31 yards, long of 28. You had that Patrick Mahomes scamper down the sideline for 24 yards. I mean, the Chiefs in total were 24 of 146, 6.1 yards a carry. 6.1, man. Freaking inexcusable. It's inexcusable, man. Why is it? Why is it in the playoffs we get in these situations and the defense freaking lets us down? I mean, can someone help me? Give me therapy, please. Sean McDermott has been great the past 7 weeks. But we get into the playoffs, I don't care if it's Patrick Mahomes. This is what you give us? I don't care about the injuries. You were outcoached. Andy Reid outcoached you. It was Andy Reid versus Sean McDermott, and Andy Reid won once again. I'm tired of this song, man. I'm tired of this song. It's frustrating, man. Travis Kelce, 5 receptions, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Like, I don't even like dude's name. 2 catches, 62 yards. Like, man. Oh, God. Boy, why we are back here again. We are back here again. And when you talk about legacy, it's very much now Patrick Mahomes owns the Buffalo Bills. They don't care about the regular season, because the Bills, boy, you sure get the Bills' best game in the regular season, but when it comes time for the playoffs, when it matters, you don't get it done. Walter, I don't know. Stop. He says people have been blaming defensive excuses for 4 years now. Stop it. The defense didn't show up. And we could say it's injuries or whatever. Every team has injuries. Every team has injuries. You don't see the Chiefs complain about Willie Gay not being in the game, or they're starting Brian Cook, their starting safety, not being in the game because he's injured. You find a freaking way to do it. You find a way. I don't want to hear nothing about, well, it's the injuries. No, dude. How much of a difference? How much do you add people back to the? I mean, stop. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. So the injuries is what caused Stephon Diggs not to catch that deep ball. That's injuries. Injuries is what Trent Sherfield on that deep ball that he missed. Did injuries play a factor in Tyler Bass, who's been shit all year? Miss a field goal wide right. Is that injuries? You tell me. It's coaching. McDermott was saved again tonight in some respects with that fake punt. You run a fake punt at your own 30 and you give it to DeMar Hamlin, of all people. Thank God Jordan Poyer knocked the ball out of bounds. McDermott was saved. They gave him another slate. They gave him another breath of life. And guess what they did? They didn't get it done. So for all the people who are upset, just like I am right now, you better look no further than Sean McDermott. You how much blame can you put on the offense? Now, there are some players. Stephon Diggs ain't helping the team, man. I said it. I said it. Stephon Diggs is not helping this team. Three catches, 21 yards. He's been missing for a while. What is that injuries? I mean, let's be honest. You put Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua. They have a bigger impact than him. And don't give me no analytics right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Stephon Diggs is not. I mean, I just, boy, and we're on another offseason now, guys. Another offseason. So now, guess what? We don't have a game to watch next week because we'll be sitting at home. I mean, this is ridiculous. This of the opportunities that you had. Again, you beat the Dolphins to win the division. We know the story. Beat the Steelers, get the Chiefs, and we pissed down our leg. And it's like this. Last year, we blame the offense and the defense got blamed, right? But it was a little bit different because the adversity that the team had went through, a little bit different, like we were frustrated. We were upset that there was no pulse or heartbeat or anything on that field in Buffalo. So it's like, okay, albeit it's sad, but I get it. Like, I get it. What's the excuse today? There ain't none. Great teams, great coaches find a way. You look at Super Bowl rosters. No one goes there clean. They're all beat up and injured. I don't want to hear about injuries. Stop it. Be real with yourselves right now, Bills Mafia. Let's be real with ourselves. We got to look in the mirror. We're old on defense. Von Miller, Poyer Hyde. Don't know what we're doing with CB2 if Benford's not in there. Dane Jackson can't tackle in space. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. I'll give coaching or the coaching staff credit for this. Is that they coach players up. Like when you got AJ Klein coming off the street and playing, got worked by Kelsey a bunch tonight. I give you credit for that. I ain't blaming that on AJ Klein. We know he's a average to below average athlete. He's just really smart. But that ain't gonna cut it today. It's not gonna cut it. And so now we get to sit here and get excited for the offseason and get excited for another season. Or to what? I mean, at some point, the Bills have to get over the hump. You have to. You cannot. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing and expecting different results. Sean McDermott, I'm calling the plays this year. I'm not going to hire a defensive coordinator. I'm calling the plays. Okay, you were good first 4 weeks. Had some lulls, injuries. I get that. You got to kind of figure it out. Whatever. Had some duds. New England, 29 points to Mac Jones. And then you get it together in the season. Great. Despite the injuries. That's what I'm saying. Despite the injuries, you got it together. Having Terrell Bernard was tonight was that was huge. That was huge. But you were outcoached. You were outcoached. In this game, Josh Allen. Let's talk about Josh Allen for a minute. 26 of 39, 186. The numbers don't sound great. One touchdown. But Josh played a hell of a game, man. I'm telling you, man. And before y'all say, well, he missed a throw to Shakir in the end zone. No, dude, he got hit off platform. That's why the ball was short. But Josh Allen, man, played a hell of a game, and he took chances. The dude, that's one thing that I can look at and be like, all right, man, sign me up for another one. Sign me up for another one. But I felt like he was surgical tonight. He wasn't pressing. He had that stupid fumble, but it was recovered, right? He almost had one picked by L'Jarius Sneed on the right side. But again, I don't care about turnover-worthy plays. 16 to 72 on the ground, 6 yards per, 2 touchdowns. Josh was great. Josh was playoff Josh. That's what we come to expect. But we've seen this swan song before. Josh seems to play well in playoff games, but he's not getting the help he needs. I have a couple irritations. James Cook's one of them. The first half, he was decisive. He hit the hole like he needed to. Second half, I don't know why he's doing all that dancing. And we've seen this from James Cook from time to time, so he gets blamed. The dancing behind the line of scrimmage. Hit the freaking hole, dude. Hit the freaking hole. Dropping passes. It's like James Cook doesn't drop like normal passes. He drops the ones that are touchdowns. Have y'all noticed that? I hate to say this, but Diggs will force his way out. I mean, I don't know how he's going to do that with the dead cap. Now, I think it's time for Diggs to go. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm sick and tired of him. I know the females, y'all love him. Y'all love him. I can't stand dude, man. I can't. I'm not. And those who really know me, like when I talk to y'all in like the chat or we boys, we on the phone, we talking. Y'all know I don't really like Diggs like that, man. I'm tired of it, dude. It just the fumble at the beginning of the game, like it's just like, man, if he wants to force his way out, go. I think they'll be better off without him. Go draft a receiver. Go draft 2. You're gonna need 2. You're gonna lose Gabe. You're gonna lose if Diggs wants to go. Bye. Josh will be fine, man. It's not like it's Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. I mean, he had but Tyreek Hill, man, like it's different, bro. Diggs to me is now a tier 2 wide receiver. Call it what it is. Let's call it what it is, people. Yeah, me too. They could have used D-Hop. They should have signed D-Hop. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Right? But Gabe is gone. Listen, Trent Sherfield's got to go. Deontay Hardy's got to go. You want to throw Diggs in there? Okay, that's 4 receivers. The Bills gonna have to. They're gonna have to reload the deck on that wide receiver room. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I'm sorry, bro, but I can't sit here and trust the process of some of this stuff. Joey says, Stephon Diggs, all this S is you talk from last year to this year and having a problem with every effing thing you drop the ball was right in your effing hands. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, be mad. There ain't no wrong answer here. I ain't gonna jump down your neck. I want answers too, man. Coach AJ, that last drive killed y'all, man. Allen was trying to be Superman and missed on the open check down. Nah, man, I don't agree with you. It wasn't Allen on that, man. First of all, look at it like this. Where if you had better defensive play calling, you wouldn't be in this situation. Y'all want to talk about the Kelsey touchdown? Miscommunication between Dane, was it Dane or Taryn? Taryn and Poyer or Hyde. There's one miscommunication between safety and corner. I mean, it's like we've been here. We've been here. How many times do we got to do this, man? Bills Mafia. How many times do we have to do this? Drops. Trent Sherfield, bro. How do you're wide open. Why do you need to die for that? Just freaking run and catch the damn ball. Like, you know what, man? If you guys look at my Twitter bio, dude, I'm tired of body catching for wide receivers. Put your effing hands out and catch the damn ball, man. Stephon Diggs trying to catch it with his body down the field, 50 yards down the. That's what your hands are for. That's what them damn gloves are for, man. The offensive line was phenomenal tonight. I ain't mad at him. The offensive line, you won in the trenches tonight, man. Shout out to the offensive line that's been consistent all season. You made holes. Like, I ain't mad at y'all tonight. I ain't mad at y'all. The Bills receiving. Dalton Kincaid, 5 receptions for 45 yards. Dalton Kincaid had a great season, y'all. Let's give some Bills Mafia shout outs to him, man. Dalton Kincaid was great. For the life of me, I don't understand why they stopped going to him in the second half. Like, that moving forward needs to be the priority. That man needs 10 plus targets every game. He's your new number one, y'all. Dalton Kincaid is your new number one. He had 5 catches on 5 targets. Khalil Shakir, 7 receptions, 44 yards, 9 targets. That dude's been great, man. What a year. I mean, if you could take anything from the season, know that you got big time improvements from James Cook, Dalton Kincaid, Khalil Shakir. Osiris Torrance, man, played every single snap. Like, that's positive, right? So you got some building blocks moving forward. Dawson Knox, come on, man. $14 million. And this is what we get for $14 million a year. 1 catch, 4 yards. I mean, wow. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this stuff up. I'm sorry, man. There's so many comments in here. And by the way, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. This is the Buffalo Rumblings Vidcast feed. If you haven't done so already, make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the Buffalo Rumblings Vidcast feed. This will be in podcast form wherever you get your podcasts. Buffalo Bills lose to the Kansas City Chiefs 27-14. And here we are again. Divisional round exit. Another divisional round exit, man. Von Miller. I know we've been hard on him. I think it's one of those things that we expected him to be more healthy, and he wasn't. I mean, he did show some flashes this game, and so I mean, you hope that he can get more rehab and treatment to the point where he can be an effective force next year. But the Bills got some answers. I mean, they got some questions because you're probably going to lose Epinesa. I mean, are you going to pay him $7-8 million a year? Leonard Floyd's a free agent. Your leading sack getter. You going to re-sign him over 30? I mean, I'm not one of those guys that says, this was our best opportunity to win the Super. I mean, nah, man. I mean, Bean finds a way, but it's going to get harder. Josh Allen's contract kicks in. You're going to have to get cheaper. You're going to have to reset at some positions this offseason. You're going to have to. You're going to have to take your medicine. Well, we got 8-9 picks in this upcoming draft. Yeah, it's going to be a new look defense. I don't know if maybe McDermott gets somebody in here to take over the play calling, be a defensive coordinator. I don't know. One thing we do know is that the Bills aren't firing Sean McDermott. I think Sean saved his job, but tonight he did not perform. It wasn't. Yeah, I want me to talk about Bass. Let's talk about Tyler Bass. Tyler freaking Bass. So I'll tell you this. When he was stepping up to kick that field goal, my whole stomach knotted up because I didn't have confidence in Tyler Bass. He has been bad all season long. He's been bad all season long. And for it to be wide right, the old Buffalo wide right. I mean, come on, man. Did you want to throw up in your mouth at that point? I sure did. And you know what the craziest part about all this is? You knew Tyler Bass was bad. Now you had to kick the field. I mean, it was 3rd and 9. I mean, what else are you supposed to do in that situation? You kick the field goal. But last week he showed you kicks all over the place. No consistency, no accuracy. Got one blocked, missed another chip shot. I mean, you can't have that after getting a contract. Like, poor guy gets to go in that locker room. Ain't nobody really talking to that man afterwards. I mean, the Bills, the great character guys, and I'm sure they're going to lift their boy up. But man, that boy has to go home and live with that for the rest of the offseason. That's tough. That's really tough for a person to do that. So yeah, the kicking hasn't been great. Sam Martin might not be a Buffalo Bill next year. The Smiley might not even be the special teams coordinator. The special teams has been awful this year. And it's unfortunate that you had to put the game in the kicker's hands to tie the game. Patrick Mahomes still going to get the ball with 1 minute and 47 seconds left to tie the game. It wasn't for a win. It's to tie. So McDermott even if Bass made the field goal, I have a feeling that we weren't stopping them. We weren't going to stop the Chiefs. Get real. I'll take some of your questions now. If you have any questions, Maryland and Julio says, coming back from 6-6 means nothing if we can't make a real run in the playoffs. We will be a playoff team forever if something is not done here, wasting away all the talent. Call Josh Allen. I feel bad for him. We will win a Super Bowl eventually with Josh, but come on, man. Like, he needs some more help. A real number 2 receiver and must be better in defense. Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with you there, bud. I can't disagree with you there. Yeah, you're right, man. I think you need a number 1 and a number 2. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with Diggs. I'm tired of the cryptic tweeting and I'm just over that toxic attitude, bro. I'd rather have young guys, man. Give me young guys in here. Look at the Packers. Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, and those guys. It could be done. And you got Josh Allen as your quarterback. Go get. I'm not saying go spend 4th and 5th round receivers, man. I'm saying like go get real receivers. 1st, 2nd, 3rd round. Get some guys in there. I mean, we're gonna have there's 6 to 8 first round wide receivers in my opinion. So if you want one in the 1st round, you can get one. The Bills got questions though. Defensive tackle. What are you gonna do there? Because you're gonna have to take one of those in the first 3 rounds. You might have to take a defensive end too. I'm telling you, man, go look at the roster. You got a lot of questions coming up this coming offseason, man. And it's not like you have cap space. Now you could do some restructures and a lot of stuff like that to help, but you're just kicking a can down the road. And thankfully, they've drafted well. But they're gonna have to. It's gonna get harder here, folks. It's gonna get harder. And question here says, what will be our record without Allen this year? We'd be a 2-15, man. We'd be trash. And Josh Allen is everything for this team. We be trash. We would be god awful. Um, Play calling after 2-minute warning was senseless. Yeah, I felt like there was need to be some improvements there, but you know what? Like Joe Brady called his ass off, man. Joe Brady, Joe Brady was great. He called the right plays, man. Pulled the right levers. He was good tonight, man. He was good. I can't really say much about Joe Brady, the play calling. He put those guys. I mean, look how many fourth down. And I think the Bills were like 5 of 11 on third down. And that Chiefs defense is good, man. They're sound. They're solid. And we still didn't get it done. That's what's so frustrating. That's what I'm just sick right now, man. And you know what? Like you can't. I mean, I can't hate on the Chiefs, man. They came in here, took care of business. You know, Spags gets us again, bro. I don't know what's going on with Bass this year. We kind of talked about him earlier. I don't know. He's trash. Bass has been inconsistent all season long. I don't think it's been holding. When I watched the all 22, I mean, what more do you want Sam Martin to do? It's there, right? What more do you want him to do? He's just not consistent this year. Oh man. Wow. Back here again. I don't know what to say much more than this, people. I'm a little sad, man. I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad. Um, let's see here. I mean, that's pretty much it. We didn't get it done. That's the thing. I mean, usually the box score tells the story. I mean, the box score told the story. Like the Bills came up short. They came up short. I do. I'll give McDermott credit that they left it all out there. The Bills left it all out there. They were going for them fourth down, like they were aggressive. Like I'm okay. Yeah, if you go down swinging, if you're gonna lose, man, you go down swinging. They went down swinging, man. Like the Bills showed resolve. Like they're no pushover. They showed the character needed. But again, there are no moral victories in this league, man. None. And we just didn't get it done. We were out coached. Same old story. Yeah, dinner. Same old story. So I don't want to leave you guys. I don't want to leave this conversation just leaving people in the dumps. So I'm gonna try to be positive in the last few minutes. I said try. I'm gonna try to be positive. What you have to look for next year. What you have to look forward to next year is I think you're gonna see the Bills tap the button to get younger. I really do think that. You're going to see new blood in a lot of places because you simply cannot re-sign all these people. And you have to look in the mirror and say, hey, we didn't get it done here. So, the good news is you got Terrell Bernard, Matt Milano will be back. I mean, think about that linebacker core next year. That is going to be special for quite some time. It's going to be really, really good. Christian Benford was amazing this year. And now, guess what? You got Rasul Douglas for at least the next 2 years. And then you get to let Trey kind of rehab and come back, right? So you have cornerback depth, but I don't think Micah's going to be back this next year. I mean, he's been injured a lot, like his body's breaking down. I mean, if he comes back for one more year, great. I mean, I'm okay with that, but you got to bring in competition at the safety spots, man. Those it's just tough. It's hard. It's really hard, man. Those guys have played well. Porter's been playing great. But I mean, the responsibility of those two safeties and how they get guys in the right position, like kudos to them, man. But I feel like Sean McDermott, man, you gotta help him out a little bit. Gotta help him out a little bit. So that's positive. That's positive on defense. Offensively, well, it starts with Josh Allen. You got Josh Allen. Deion Dawkins had his best season this year. Spencer Brown had his best season this year. So you're good on the edges. Mitch Morse, great. You figured out left guard. For crying out loud, the Buffalo Bills have a functional starting offensive line that a foundational piece that you can rest assured is going to be good, right? You're young. You got Spencer Brown. Deion Dawkins is a good veteran. You might lose Mitch Morse in the next few years, right? Probably. But you got Osiris Torrance, who's going to be better next year. I think he was pretty good this year. And you got Connor McGovern. Connor McGovern improved throughout the season. So you're good at offensive line. Tight end, you're stuck with Dawson Knox, unfortunately. You're stuck with him. The contract and the dead cap, and you can't trade him, really. So you're stuck with Knox. Kincaid he's it. Moving forward, that is your identity on offense. Kincaid is that dude is good, and he's going to be a great pro. He is going to be Laporta and Kincaid will be the next big things in the NFL. You watch. I told you guys about Sam Laporta before the draft, and I'm gonna be coming back here and be talking draft because that's what I really love, anyways. The season, the story writes itself in the season, but I love the offseason, the draft, and those kind of things. So you're gonna be hearing me talk about that. Khalil Shakir, great. He's going to be good. He's going to be a good slot receiver. So you got that together. So, coming into the season, we didn't know what we're going to do at the slot. But you got a slot receiver. Khalil Shakir is going to be good. You got Dalton Kincaid. James Cook, really good young running back, right? So you got some pieces there. But you wide receiver 2, hell, wide receiver 1. I mean, I'm throwing Diggs' butt in there, but you really can't move him. But they got to figure something out. And then Josh Allen. They got to figure something out. I feel bad for Josh Allen, man. What more did that man do you need him to do? What more do you need him to do? So I think rest easy tonight, man. This loss is you're not gonna forget this. It's not one of those losses like 13 seconds, but there is a stain now on the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round. There is a stain. Because you can't get it done in the divisional round. I mean, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the world, top 2. I don't care what nobody says. Sterling, would you move on from Trey White? I would. I mean, you have a 28-year-old cornerback coming off of 2 season-ending injuries, ACL and an Achilles. A guy who was not extremely athletic to begin with. And don't say put him at safety, anybody, because that's not what you want from him. Do they need him? No, they don't need him, but they don't need him. I mean, how much? I mean, are we gonna play spot duty? Because he's not starting over Rasul, and I wouldn't start him over Christian Benford. I was saying earlier in the season, before the injury, I said, hey, Christian Benford's your best cornerback. Your best cornerback. And until Rasul got here. So yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying get rid of him or keep him. I mean, you might as well keep him. He's depth at least to see. You got to see where how he checks out this offseason in his rehab process. You got to see what the athleticism looks like. So it's an Achilles. So it's not like an ACL. You can come back a little bit sooner from an Achilles injury, considering when he got injured. So he should be ready to go toward the season. So, Can we address the third down that was for the game, the 3rd and 9? Yeah, we can address that. I can talk about that. I mean, you could say, did Allen leave the pocket too early? I mean, he's trying to buy time. Yeah, I mean, you for Allen, you throw that ball if it's not open now. It's easy to say, well, he had a guy out to his left open, but when you're running right, you're pulling that defense to the right side, right? So you can't just sit there and just expect to throw left, rolling right. You know what I'm saying? So that was that there. I really have to check the all 22, but I felt like Josh made the right read there. He made the right call. From what I can see from the broadcast view, I'm not mad at that. I'm not. Talk about the touchdown pass to Khalil Shakir on the left side. That was impressive. Talk about that. But on that 3rd down, I felt like he made the right play. You don't want to put the ball in harm's way. That Kansas City Chiefs defense is good. And Josh made the right call. And, when you tried out your kicker and he freaking, he can't, the kicker pissed down his leg, like, what are you supposed to do? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Objective Patriots fan here. You aren't winning a Super Bowl with Josh Allen. Well, you aren't winning 10 games with Mac Jones or whoever the hell your quarterback is. So don't come in here, Patriots fan, talking about we ain't winning the Super Bowl. You guys win 6 games. Like, stop it. The Patriots got so many questions on that roster. You went and hired a defensive head coach, Gerard Mayo. When you need a quarterback, you got to draft a quarterback. So is Gerard Mayo? What's his credentials for grooming a quarterback, rookie head coach? You better hope he's good. Is he gonna be a Bill Belichick disciple and try to install the Patriot way? That has not worked. It has not worked. Any of Bill Belichick's coaching tree disciples, it doesn't work. So I think y'all got some bigger fish to fry thinking about Josh Allen not winning a Super Bowl. And I'm telling you right now, Josh will get one. The Bills will get one. I don't know when, but they'll get one. He's too good. They'll get one. So yeah, no, miss me on that, bro. Miss me on that. I appreciate you being in the show and but nah, man. Can't even beat us with Josh. Dude, y'all got 1 game. So stop it. Stop it. I'm the last ape Cowboys fan here. Trade us Diggs. You come get him. Come get him. Shit, I'll pay for his flight. Come get his butt. First class. Yeah. Hell yeah. I wish it was that easy. Need better downfield wide receivers to help Stephon Diggs. Yeah, they need a real deep threat. They need a wide receiver too that can get down the field. And I don't want tall 6'3", 6'4" guys that are possession receivers. Like you need someone that's going to uncover quickly and can take the top off of defense. That's the kind of guy they need to find in the draft. You need a Khalil Shakir, but with speed. That's what you need. That's what they need. Give us CeeDee Lamb. That ain't happening, but I like CD. I like CD. Oh, okay. All right. So I guess, man, I don't know, man. It's again, the Bills didn't get it done. I know we're all frustrated and pissed off and sad. I mean, just sad, just broken. Like they took the soul out of the Bills once again. And we get to sit here and hold on to this L. We get to hold on to this L for another offseason. So as far as my show moving forward, I might take a few weeks off. I might come at you after the Super Bowl, to be honest. I don't know. I have to see how I'm feeling, man. Like, because it's really hard to what we're going to talk about, like, we'll see what happens. Let's just see what happens. But if you give me a few weeks after the Super Bowl before I get up on here, and I'm gonna talk about a lot of offseason talk. I'll get some guests on here, and we'll just do the damn thing for this next year. before we even get there, I mean, I gotta like decompress from this season. I mean, it's been a hell of a ride. You know, Buffalo Rumblings and this post game show this season has been fun. It's been fun talking to you guys, man. I really appreciate the love and the support. I think all of us at Buffalo Rumblings do, and you know, shout out to people on the team who really don't get shine because you know they write content that, I mean, if you go to buffalorumblings.com, you see the articles and they do a phenomenal job, man. You know, and I'm just one part of that. That, you know, from the live part, but you know, I need to write some articles this off season because you know there's not football going on. So I think what you'll get from me is draft content. You know, I'll put a list together of my big board, and I'll put a list together of guys who I think should be on your radar to be looking out for. So yeah, we're gonna have a big off season. I kind of gotta, you know, look at the roster and see what I feel the team needs or what I think the team will do, right? Ultimately. So but yeah, man, no, it's been a great season, man. Great year podcasting wise, Buffalo Rumblings wise. We've grown. It's been amazing. And just all of you guys out there that make all this possible, man. Shout out to you guys, and we love you. You know, it's you guys are a big part of what we do here. Again, hug your family. You know, like this is football at the end of the day. You know, we gotta figure out ways to, all right, man, 24 hours. All right, be mad for 24 hours, but you know, let it be that. Like, all right, on to the next. That's just what we signed up for as diehard Bills fans. We got the most loyal fan base in the nation, right? In the NFL, in my opinion. So, you know, yeah, like we're soldiers around here. Bills Mafia, we're soldiers. It's what we do. We're gonna rally for our boys. We're rally for our squad, man. That's what we do around here. Rally, ride for Buffalo Rumblings. But I'm your boy Sterls for the girls, Sterling Furrowh. You can find me at Furrow Sterling on Twitter. Um, man, I, it's tough. The sign off today is tough, man. It really is tough. But hey man, you guys, you know, keep it locked and loaded here. You know, we're gonna have content for you all week long. As each podcast kind of figures out what they're gonna do to wrap up. But man, my show is Intentional Grounding, man. Peace and love. I love you guys. And go Bills, even though we lost, go Bills, but we up out of here. Peace.